All right. Hello, hello, and welcome to Ask a Licensed Cosmetologist. I am Coach Lee Hill, and I am pre-recording today. I just finished the live with Beauty Pioneers, and I had to jump on, and I was like, let's put this video together. So the topic was they were showing there has been many videos, and I'm gonna post some post as I talk videos where we're, you know what? No introduction is needed. Give me one moment. Yeah, no introduction needed. Let's see what we'll start off with.
3-month-old sew-in detangling process part 3. If y'all have not seen part 1 and 2, please go check it out on my page, Nisha Styles. But here you can see she has a lot of buildup from, having seborrheic dermatitis. I went over that in part 2, I believe. And just, skin cell turnover, dirt, all that stuff, shedded hair. So before I start the shampooing process, I like to make sure the hair is fully detangled so the hair does not mat in the water. And the product of the choice today is Moisture on Lock, which is a hair mask that you can put in for 10 to 15 minutes. Let it sit after you get done shampooing. That way your hair can be super hydrated going into your next hairstyle. But this is also a 2-in-1. So you see, I am using it as a barrier so it can help the hair slip through with taking all the, detangle or taking all the shed hairs out so I could properly detangle her hair. As you can see right here, I did the Moisture on Lock and then I sprayed it with water and I detangled through. Now, 3 months is not recommended for everybody, but it works for her. Her hair is full, her hair is thick, her hair is long. So if you have any questions, please put in the comments below. And if you'd like to stay tuned for part 4 and 5, go ahead and follow Nisha Styles for more. But this is her hair.
So the reason why I wanted to post the videos, and I'm not sure why it's showing live. I don't want to have a pre-record. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys are on here. It's a new system I'm using. Hey, Joseph. Oh my gosh, you're on. Reason for me posting the videos, I'm going to show you 3 because there has been this thing about, you know, they're like, it's not a big deal about quick weaves. It's not a big deal about us dealing with hair loss. CCCA is one of the main things that are going on with us today, right? With Black women, we're noticing our hair, we're experiencing hair shedding, hair thinning, we're experiencing hair disorders, scalp disorders. We have scalp. I have clients that when I stop doing hair and they start ever have psoriasis. Oh, I just started having it. No, it's the products and it's the chemicals, it's the bad practices that we're using. I wanted you to see, number one, that you're detangling it wrong. Explanation. You should not wet your hair when you take out hair extensions, especially if you have it in for that long of a time. And especially like my hair texture, by 2 weeks, my hair would start matting up because it's shedding. It's hair that's shedding. You shed about 50 to 100 strands of hair a day, right? And so just imagine that it's wrapped up in the braids or in the sew-ins or whatnot, right? And so when you take that out, it's better for you to take like a paddle brush and start from the ends and brush all of that out, and you'll see all of that shedded hair that's in it. That's normal. So people are like, oh my gosh, some of these are not normal. I thought I uploaded everything, but the reason for this is because you should not be wearing hair extensions for 3 months. This is the issue with our community. This is why we have experiencing hair loss. This is why we're dealing with traction alopecia. We lead in traction alopecia. No other race of people are dealing with traction alopecia like we are. Those are you. Hair lace fronts were never designed for us to wear it as an everyday hairstyle. It was never designed. It was designed for movies, celebrities. It was designed for TV, right? Videos, those different things. That's what are temporary. They were not meant to be for 2 to 3 months. And that is why we're experiencing so much of hair loss, because a lot of us are doing bad practices. We have hairstylists that are not licensed or not educated, or they may be licensed and they haven't continued education. And so we're all a part of this vicious cycle where women are losing their hair, period, right? Black women. And I know you're going to be upset, and I know you don't like the fact that I'm talking about Black women and CCCA, but unfortunately, that is what's going on. We are leading in it. Okay. Out of I was reading the statistics on the Beauty Pioneer about us. They can't even give good statistics, because a lot of us, we will find when we're losing hair, we will find a way to cover up instead of figuring out what's going on, because it could be something temporary. A lot of you, out of out of out of 80 women, I promise you 70 of them are not experiencing permanent hair loss. But if they continue to do the bad practices and don't go to a dermatologist that has education on our hair, because not all dermatologists really care about our hair, but a dermatologist that has understanding of our hair and can do the cultures and the biopsies to tell you what's going on through that blood work, what's going on with your hair, you really don't even have permanent hair loss. But if you continue to do the bad practices, the wigs, the weaves, and those different things, guess what's going to happen? Over time, you will start thinning, and before you know it, it will be bald. By the time you're 50, you have lost your hair. We are experiencing hair loss from ages of, what are we experiencing hair loss from age of, hey, who that? Hey, Coach Lee, what happened? Did you change your streaming? Listen, yes, I changed the streaming, but this is supposed to be a pre-record. This is supposed to be for 10 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm like in between, should I just turn this off and schedule it? Because I have a schedule. I don't even understand why it's doing what it's doing. But I'm just trying it out. I got StreamYard. That's what I was trying to use for the other one, where I could post the videos and Don and I can talk about the videos and you can see what's actually going on. So that's what's supposed to happen. So I'm trying to see. It's going to record anyway, and I'll just, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, y'all. So y'all just stick with me. I was like, oh my gosh, who is on here? Oh my God, my people is on here. That doggone Keisha. So that first hairstyle, I wanted to show how um she was saying, like, she had thick hair and all this different things. She should not have had that hair in that long. And even though she still has hair, I want you guys to understand that you saw all that white powder. Even when you shampoo, because that was the thing. That's what made me do this video. It was a young lady that was like, look, and she was washing somebody with a quick weave, and the quick weave stayed on, and she was washing the hair. And I said, the only thing that's being nourished is the hair, is the weave, not the client's hair. Because if it's braided up, because you don't have any hair, so it's braided down, and then you put the morning glory, whatever they put on it. So if you do all of those different things, guess what's going to happen? And you're washing it, even if the water and the shampoo get down in there, you can't get that out good. So what you're seeing is not just her scalp being neglected, because there's no treatment, there's no wash, there's no conditioner, there's nothing touching that scalp except some water and shampoo, and it's going to lock in there. So now you mildewy, now you mildewy, now you're looking at all that white powder stuff. That's what that is. That's why this is a prime example why we should not be doing temporary hairstyles or protective hairstyles should not be on 1 and 2 months. I'm just being honest. And that is a major issue. And you know I will come for you. I am not afraid. I had somebody recently come in there try to get slick. I was right there with her. Let me see what y'all talking about. I heard Zoom is better than Stream Yard. Yes, we will hang in there. So you can't wash your hair with braids. You talking about the individual braids? braids, yeah, you can wash them. You just, braid them. I used to put them in four, braid them, and then wash the scalp, right? So you're gonna scrub and wash the scalp. But these hairstyles, they're not hairstyles that it's gonna get to the scalp. A sew-in like that, even when we have sew-in and I can get into the scalp and I can scrub the scalp. I cannot. I rinse, you rinse, you rinse. And that's because it's more open. But when you're putting a cap on and you're putting all these different things on, you're not cleansing that scalp per 100%. You're just not. You understand what I mean? I'm talking about quick weave. And this particular lady, she kept that in for 3 months. And trust me, a lot of you, even though you may keep it in, you will not wash that hair. You will leave that weave in, that sewing in, and you don't like to wash it. A lot of us don't like to shampoo hair, and Hit Dog is going to holler and they're going to say something to me, but I know it for a fact because I have clients. I hate it doing my sew-ins because it's so good. They don't want to wash it and they don't want to come in. They want to just wear it. They run in, they exercise and everything. I'm like, how you got a man laying with that man? I don't know. That's just me, y'all. I bet it was funky. It's funky. Because if you smoke, if you vape, whatever you do, it's going to get up all up under there. Then you take that thing out, it is so funky. Keisha, it to the point where I just stopped taking people hair. I said, no. If I take your hair, I didn't care. That was that one. So I want to show you the three different ones, and I won't keep. I like this one. Hold on.
Hello, this is Miss Triana Alexis at Lex Treehouse, where hair comes.
I like StreamYard better than Zoom, but when I did Zoom, it didn't look good.
Then we get you slayed. So my client, Keisha, she went somewhere else and she got her quick weave done. It was very much a quick.
Like this one a little bit better. Hello.
Hello, this is Miss Triana Alexis.
Oh, yeah, anyone want to show me what it's doing? Ooh, they don't want me to.
After removing a protective style, it is highly recommended to detangle the hair before it ever hits the water.
Hello, this is Miss Triana Alexis at Lex Treehouse.
Hold on, y'all.
Hello, this is Miss Triana Alexis at Lex Treehouse, where hair care comes first here, okay? Then we can get you slayed. So my client, she went somewhere else and she got her quick weave.
They don't want me to be great. I've been doing pretty good. I'm not sure what is going on.
Hello, this is Miss Triana Alexis.
After removing a protective.
Let me see if I can add it on again. I really want to try to see these videos because it's making it so much better. But I'm not sure what's going on. I may have to record it my regular way and just call it a day, y'all. Hold on. Let me see some. Hold on. I'm going to try something else. Let me add it up and see if it let me do it then, because this one ain't coming up. Hold on. They don't want me to be great, but your friend gonna be great. You hear me? Try this one. Okay. Thank you for being so patient. I didn't even want this video to be long. So that's the other thing I was trying to do, is shorter videos. I did send Don a link, but Don got too much going
Hello,
on
this is Miss
for all
Triana
of
Alexis at Lex Treehouse, where hair
kind of stuff.
care
So I don't know
comes first here,
what that's
okay? Then we can get you
about.
slayed.
But
So
we
my
gonna see.
client, she went somewhere else and she got her quick weave done. It
We
was
can
very much a quick weave situation. The application was done on a wig cap. I don't know if you can see that here, but my storage had went full, so I couldn't get in all like how I wanted to get in record. But I made sure we started with prayer, patience, preservance of her hair as much as possible. We just went through patiently, took a few hours, but I got through, made sure she had her hair. We did a deep conditioner, hot oil treatment, blow dry and a trim, and another wash to get all that gook out.
get this video up. I want to discuss that real.
Hello, this is Miss Triana Alexis at Lex Treehouse, where hair care comes first here, okay? Then we can get you slayed. So my client, she went somewhere else and she got her quick weave done. It was very much a quick weave situation.
Quick, I'm not gonna keep you. Still nothing. Oh well. I did. I can't even see y'all comment. So I don't know if you able to see it. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to stream. Work on it at 8:30. Gotta get, but I may upload it on my phone, and I was really, really hoping that I'm not. It told me record out live. Bye, guys. I'll see you at 10. It's still on. You can't make this stuff up.